Hi, this video will provide a quick library orientation for online students in speech-language pathology and communicative sciences programs. We're going to cover three main topics today. The first is how to contact a librarian if you need help. The second is how to find articles and books. And the third is where you can find library services information for distance students. So if you need to talk to a librarian because you have a reference question or a question about your assignment, the best way to contact a librarian is this Ask Us box in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. You can chat with us, email us, call us. There are fax available as well. So please feel free to use that Ask a Librarian service if you have any questions you think a librarian could help you with. Now, the second, for finding articles. Always access databases through the CSUSM library website so you're recognized as a student. There is the One Search option, which searches basically everything in our library collection, which can be a little bit overwhelming and may not give you the results that you're looking for. But there are also databases by subject listed here, by title, and then our most popular as well. I would always recommend searching databases that are relevant to your particular discipline, so speech-language pathology specific databases. So instead of finding the databases here, which I could do by subject and go to speech-language pathology, right there, I'm actually going to take a look at our speech-language pathology research guide. So this research guide was created specifically for speech-language pathology and communicative sciences students. I really recommend bookmarking this page because there's a lot of helpful info that you could reference as you're going through your program. There is a Finding Books and eBooks link, finding articles in the databases relevant to your discipline, information about literature reviews, evidence-based practice, statistics, and citation. So there's a lot of really helpful information here, so I do recommend making this your starting point. You'll also see there's a librarian on the right-hand side of this page, and that is the librarian specifically for this discipline. So she will be able to help you with subject-based questions you have about your research. So from here, I'm going to take a look at our databases. So these are the databases that are recommended for speech-language pathology. If I'm not sure what's in a particular database, I could click this eye icon and it will give me a little snippet about that particular database. ComDisDome is a database specifically for speech-language pathology. So this is going to be a good place for us to start today. So this is the home page for ComDisDome. We can enter in our search terms, we could limit by peer-reviewed before we even search, and then we can take a look at what other kind of limiters we have after the search. So I'm going to type in stutter with a star at the end of it. So that will include stutter, stuttering, stutters, all those different variations. That's what that star does. And then I'm going to add treatment. But there's a lot of different ways of saying treatment, so I'm actually going to add some synonyms. Treatment or okay, and let's search. So I didn't limit by peer-reviewed before, so I'm going to limit right now by peer-reviewed, and that took me from about 1500 to 984. I can also look on the left-hand side and see what other ways I have to limit. The date limiter is really helpful, so I could limit from 2010, and that brings me to 226. So we can see there's a lot of different options for me here. I'm just going to go ahead and take a look at this first one. If I want to see the abstract and get a little bit more information about the article, I can click on that Show Abstract icon. If I want to find the full text PDF, I'm going to click this Get It icon. So this redirects me into the library website where I can find a link to where the PDF lives. So I'm going to click on the Science Direct Journals link. And then this is the page where I can find the PDF. No matter where you end up landing after you click that link, you want to look for the Download PDF option. I just want the one article. And here it is. From here, you can download it to your computer and save it. So now let's switch and try to find some books relevant to speech-language pathology. I'm going to go back to the research guide, and then I'm going to click up here in the left-hand corner just to get back to the main library website. This is the one search we looked at earlier, but now I'm going to click Books and More because I'm specifically looking for books. I can type in speech disorder and click search. It looks like I have 526 results. I'm going to add a star to the end of disorder and then search, because that will include speech disorder and speech disorders. So that actually did give me about 300 more results. So if we scroll down, we can see some options on the left-hand side for limiting. We can limit by full text online, we could limit by available physically in the library, books, journals, videos. I only want books, so I'm going to limit and apply my filters. Okay. So differential diagnosis and treatment of children with speech disorder, it says online access may be available. If I click on that icon, it will bring me to this page where I can see there's a link for the full text. So I'm going to click on this link. And this is the page where I can begin reading the book online. There may be an option to download book with a free third-party software. In general, I recommend finding the section or the chapter that is helpful for you and just reading it online, going straight to that chapter. There are options up here to annotate, to get the citation, to get the link. So I recommend exploring these options. If we go back to our results page and we scroll down, most of these look like they're online. But then there's this item here that says request access. So this means this is a physical book in the library. If you click on request access, it may give you an option to have it sent to you digitally or to have it sent to you physically through the mail. So the last thing I want to talk about today is information about services for distance learners. From the main library homepage, you can click Services, and then there's this option, Services for Distance Learners. So I recommend you looking over the information on this guide. Most of the getting articles and getting books is going to mirror what I've talked about today, but please take a second to look at these services and how to get books mailed to your home. So to recap, if you have any questions, please use the Ask a Librarian chat box on the right-hand side. You can chat us, email us, give us a call. Please bookmark your speech-language pathology research guide so that you always have that as your starting place for research. And take some time to review the Services for Distance Learners page. Thank you.